Well, hello everyone. Alejandro Tornato here, coming directly from Beaufort, Georgia. And it's great to be with all of you once again for our daily teaching. And today I'm going to talk to you about energy, about giving people energy. And this is very important for anyone, but for leaders in organizations, in businesses. We need people not only who have themselves energy and high energy, but who are willing and determined to give people, the people that they work with, the people who follow them, energy. Remember that energy is contagious. And I'm going to share with you a little bit what are the benefits of giving people or giving others energy. First of all, I want to share with you a research that was conducted some years ago by psychologist Henry Goddard on the study of energy levels in children using an instrument that he called the ergograph. The ergograph. Now, the findings of this study are truly fascinating, because what Mr. Goddard discovered was that when children were tired, and those children who were tired were given a word of praise or a word of commendation, then the ergograph showed an immediate upward surge of energy in those children. Now, on the other hand, when those same children were criticized or discouraged, then the instrument showed that their physical energy took a sudden nosedive. I mean, it went down. Now, you may have already discovered this effect intuitively in your own life. Now, when someone praises you or gives you words of encouragement, doesn't your energy level go up? I'm sure it does. I mean, it does to me. I mean, when somebody speaks highly of me or praises something that I have done, my energy goes up. It definitely goes up. I mean, I can feel a surge of energy, and I'm sure that you feel that surge of energy as well. And now when you are criticized or judged, your energy plummets to a very low level. Now that clearly shows that words have great power. I mean, as a matter of fact, I talked about this. I talked about the power of words in previous teachings. And they should be used, words should be used very carefully. The only problem with that is the fact that our mouths are much quicker to speak than our brains to think and prevent words to come out. You see, sometimes, and this is the problem that we all have at times, is that we tend to speak very fast, and then we wished that we could bring those words back to us. And that is not possible. Once those words are out of our mouths, they will have a particular effect. And if you did not think ahead of time, your words could cause a lot of damage. Your words, my words, could be very harmful to other people. So words have power. Now, as a team leader or a manager or even a top executive in an organization, what kind of an environment do you think you could create if you continually affirmed people when you first come in contact with them? Not only would you encourage them, but you would also become an energy carrier. Now, an energy carrier. What a great terminology that is. You see, rather than being an offensive carrier, you are an energy carrier. Now remember that definitely energy is contagious. I said that already. Energy is contagious. Whenever, you can find that out. Whenever you walk into a room, the people would light up because you are radiating high good energy. Have you ever had the experience that you walked into a room, and whether it's the speaker who is speaking on stage, or you yourself, you're walking into a room and you bring a high level of energy with you? It's like the room lights up. The room suddenly comes alive because you bring that energy, because that energy immediately begins radiating throughout the whole environment. You would help to create the kind of environment everyone loves and thrives in. Just your presence alone would brighten people's days. Now, an environment where people are energized enhances the following things. And I have 5 things that happened when you are in the presence of an energized environment, an energized people. Number 1, everyone is happy to be there. Everyone is happy in an energized environment. Number 2, people display a higher level of creativity. Creativity thrives in high energy environments. It's like people are creative. Now, why is that? We get into number 3. Because there is a better flow of ideas among people, because they are more open to sharing those ideas. You see, an energized environment promotes the flowing of ideas, the sharing of ideas. Number 4, people are more eager to collaborate with one another. You see, in an environment that is energized, people are energized to work with each other, to really get things done, to make progress, to understand each other's ideas and bounce ideas. And that promotes a very highly creative environment. And number 5, it seems that an energized environment promotes and maintains a very positive and dynamic workplace. So those are the benefits of an energized environment, where people are energized, where people, because of that positive high energy, they are happy to be there and working, and they're eager to collaborate and to work with each other. So all that are the results of high energy and people, top executives, I mean, leaders in companies are the ones who are responsible for setting that energy level. Is like a thermostat, but for energy levels. I mean, you have to regulate it, but in energizing environments, there's going to be more benefits than in environments that are very low energy. I mean, when you walk into a place and the energy is low and nobody's doing anything, I mean, it's like, I mean, that environment is just draining your energy, is sucking your energy away from you. Whereas if you walk into an energizing environment, it just, your energy compounds that already energetic environment. Now, let me close and wrap up this teaching with a question. You would say, well, but every time that you close, I mean, you're asking a question. Yes, I mean, because I mean, it's a good way to perhaps at the end interact in a direct way, I mean, with you. So let me ask you this question: what are you doing today to create an environment of affirmation? An environment of affirmation. Because we've seen, as you affirmed people, you are helping them to work better. And as you affirm people in your team, in your business, you are creating a high energy environment. And with that environment, you are creating all these benefits that I have mentioned. So, what are you doing today to create an environment of affirmation for the people who are close to you? It could be within your family. It could be within a social circle. It could be within a small business, or it could be in a large organization. It doesn't matter. Because as you increase that energy level, that energy it just radiates, is contagious, and it radiates throughout the whole environment. And so, as you do that, it will definitely benefit you, and it will benefit everyone else. So that's what I wanted to share with you for this teaching, for this lesson. Give as much as it depends on you. Give people energy. Enhance people's energies and turn every environment where you are into a high energy level environment. Thank you so very much. Alejandro Tornato here, signing off. But let me remind you to, if you want me to help you in any way, contact me on my website, alejandrojtornato.com. There it is, alejandrojtornato.com. Also on my No Limits Living Facebook page, Conversations with Influencers Facebook group, LinkedIn. And I encourage you to, if you haven't done so already, check out my podcast, The Alejandro Tornato Show. The Alejandro Tornato Show. available in Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and a few other platforms. Okay? And if that message resonates with you, then please share it in your own social media platform, and also share it with the family, with friends, with colleagues. I love. I mean, if it resonates with you, also subscribe to the podcast and leave me a review and a rating, because as you do that, that will help me elevate the exposure of the show, and the more people that come into contact and are aware and listen to the podcast, I mean, the podcast is going to keep spreading to many others. And I really want to make a difference in people's lives, I mean, with the message, with my message. Okay? So thank you so very much in advance. And as I always remind you at the end of every broadcast, to live every single moment, to be resilient, and also to be kind, to be passionate, to be intentional, And remember that we were not created or designed with any kind of limitations. I mean, as a matter of fact, the only limitations that we have are the ones that we ourselves impose into our lives. So go and live your life to the very fullest of your potential and capabilities, and make every single day a limitless experience. Until the next time that we meet, thank you so very much. Have a great rest of the day, and be well.